Hey guys, it's me Dottie, and this is Dottie's Daisies, and I'm here with Miss Braylee. We did a changing video earlier, and I was not going to worry about it. I was just going to keep going with it, and I did. It turned out great. I did the tag video for My Sweet Cupcake's channel, but the phone kept ringing throughout my video, and it was solicitors, and they kept repeating and calling and calling and calling. And the whole time I was on the video, which I realized, I thought they only called 3 times, but they, all in all, in a 20-minute span, they called me 6 times. So my phone was going off through the whole thing, and my phone was laying right here on the bed, my house phone, so you could hear it, just loud ringing. And it just was not, it wasn't a very good video. So you missed me changing her into this sweet little outfit for today. It's a koala baby outfit, and it says I love daddy on it, and it's purple and teal colors. So yeah, so I thought we could see this little girl. And look at this pacifier. That is like the cutest little pacifier. I cannot remember the name of this thing. I got it from Dolls by Sandy. I went to that website and I got it. And it's so tiny. And I don't have to do too much. And it just goes right on. Well, I'm going to make myself out to be a liar, ain't I? There. There we go. So anyways, I got little Miss Pris laid up here and looking so cute. But yeah, I want to do this this tag really quick for Miss Linda of My Sweet Cupcake. I'm going to get it out, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just since 7:40 this morning till about a half an hour ago, I went back on my caller ID. And this company, they keep calling from different numbers, but the 3 digits is 369. The area code is 369, but the last 7 digits are totally different, right? Well, they'll call and they keep asking for my son, and I've had to tell them over and over, my son's a child. He's in school. Quit calling. And it's like they're saying they're from the IRS, and I know it's all scams, I'm not dumb. Then they get rude with me, and I told, last night I told one guy, I said, you've called my house about 30 times this afternoon. I've asked you, please take me off the list. I don't want to get these calls anymore. Put me on the do not call list. And he said, well, he said something about, no, you get 40 calls. I said, 40 calls? He said, yeah. So he said, you got 10 more calls to go. I'll be calling you. I said, no, you will not be calling me. And I said some ugly words because he was being rude to me. And I said, you are not going to call me. He said, yes, I will. He goes, I got 10 more times. And he hung up on me. Well, a little while later, my husband come in, and he tried calling from his cell phone, because he tried calling from the house phone, and it kept saying that number was no longer in use. But what is funny is it says it's no longer in use when we try to call. But if they call back, it's the same daggum number. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Well, then it sounded like the same guy. When my husband called the number back, they immediately answered. And I think it's because it's not stored in their things. I don't know how that works. But when he asked for my son. And my husband was like, no, you may not talk to him. No. And he proceeded to say that he was from the FBI. My husband goes, well, if you're from the FBI, then I will take this down there to the sheriff's deputy or whoever, attorney general or whoever he was going to call or give it to. And the man told my husband to shut up. And my husband said, no, you called me. He said, shut up. And he hung up on my husband. Well, a few minutes later, my husband called back, and he said, why are you calling back here? And he said, well, you've been harassing me all day. Why can't I call you and find out what you need? If you're from the FBI or IRS, whatever, he said, then you can explain to me why you keep calling my home. He says, but we know you're not really from there. We know you're a scam artist. And the man told my husband to shut up, and he hung up on him again. I was like, wow. Wow. So these people have been nonstop for the last few days, calling my house like relentless. Till now, my answer machine, I've got it set up with an ugly, nasty message. Not like dirty words or anything, but an ugly, nasty message. So when they call, they hear it. But anyways, so I'm going to do this tag. I'm going to lighten up the load and do this tag. It's by Miss Linda of My Sweet Cupcake. And she did this tag on her new channel. She had a problem with Google, and Google messed up. Something happened with her Google, so she had to start up a new YouTube channel. So y'all, it's still got she still got her banner with the little cupcakes, and I think she said it's Emmy's picture, but it says her name there. But it should say, by today, hopefully it will say My Sweet Cupcake. If not, I'm going to still share the video in the description bar below. Okay, so this is 10 fun things tag. So number 1 is, do you like your name? Lord, no. No, no, no. I do not like my name. Not at all. I like the I like the sentimental value about it, because I'm named after my ma, and my ma is my great grandmother. So it's my grandmother's mother, if that's right. So it's my mother's, okay, it's my mother's grandmother. It's my mom's, my grandmother's mother, if y'all understand that. So that would be my great grandmother. Anyways, I'm named after her. And my name is Dorothy Antoinette, and I really don't like that name. I mean, not for myself. So anywho, I don't like the name. I like the sentimental value about it, but other than that, no. And number 2, what would you change your name to if you didn't like your name? Well, we already know I don't like my name. I had 3 when I was in high school. I wanted to be called Kelly. One from Beverly Hills 90210. I just thought she was like really pretty, and I thought the name Kelly was awesome. And Monica, because my dad had told me when I was younger that he wanted to name me Monica, but my mom said no. So I really like the name Monica. And then Dory. And this is before Finding Nemo come out. But my friends in school really didn't like calling me Dorothy, so they started calling me Dory, and it just stuck through high school. So those were the 3 names. And then when I moved back home, my nickname has always been Dottie. So, I mean, I guess I'm Dottie. I need to go have that legally changed to Dottie. But anyways. Okay. If you could write a book, what would your topic be about? Okay. I have actually 3 things I would love to write about. One would be an autobiography about my life, because there's a lot of things that has happened in my life. If I would sit down and tell y'all some of the things, you would be like, oh my goodness, your life is like an LMN movie. So yeah, I don't go into it, you know. I don't let the bad things define who I am, if you get what I'm saying. Because I know that the things that happened in the past was not my fault and not in my control. So I would like to write an autobiography about my life. And then I would also like to write a cookbook, and not just any cookbook, a cookbook on a budget, like say $20. You got $20 and you need to feed a family of 6. Can you sit down and make a full meal with $20? I bet some of you can. Because if you live like I do, paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck, you learn. You learn how to cook. You learn how to manage on that little bit of money to give your family a feast. And I would like to do a cookbook like that, you know. Or I would like to write a romance story for Harlock Romances, because I love that company. I love reading their books. And if this tells you anything, my son is named after one of the men in one of the books. I was reading the book, and the girl was like, Devin walked in and he introduced himself and he goes, "My name is Devin Lee Parker." And I was like, I love that name. I love that name. Devin Lee. I love that name. So that's where my youngest son got his name from. So yeah. All right. Number 4, what makes you angry or upset? What makes me angry or upset are people that abuse children. People that mistreat children. I'll probably get a little passionate about this answer because I did the last video. I'm going to give you, I'm one of these people that I don't mind calling CPS. I don't mind calling the cops on you if I see there's any type of child abuse. And when I mean type of child abuse, not if you swat your child on the bum. To me, if you swat your child on the bum, I mean, that's you, whatever. That's not a beating or nothing. What I mean is when there's physical, sexual, mental, just hardcore abuse in the home. And I have called on people. Matter of fact, I'll give you a little example. I was over at a family member's home, which is part of my husband's side of the family. And the young lady that was sitting there proceeded to talk to us about the party she had threw the night before. Her son was only 18 months old. And she thought it was funny that he got a hold of the Jack Daniels bottle and passed out. But she was also scared to call the ambulance because she didn't know if he had passed out from being too much alcohol or if he passed out if he had alcohol poisoning. Well, I immediately said my piece, said what I had to say to her. The whole time my husband grabbing my shoulders going, "It's okay, calm down, calm down." I get in the vehicle, I immediately pick up the cell phone and I call CPS. And I tell them what just was told to me. And I said, and it was told to me, I sat there and heard this. And the reason I did that is this is how I feel. If I had not done anything, what would I have done if that baby would have went home that evening and they threw another party and he got into the Jack Daniels again? And this time he passed away. With me knowing and not doing anything about it, I'm just as much at fault as the parent is. Because it's my responsibility. So if I see a child being mistreated in that form, I'm going to step up and do my part. Because I would want somebody to do the same thing for me if my children were being abused. So I'm passionate about. So yeah. Okay. What makes me happy? What makes me happy besides reborns? Cooking. My husband, my children. The beach. Putting my feet in the sand. I love that. I love that. That's one of the happy spots. You know, to go put your feet in the sand and crunch your toes up. That's such a happy place. So my kids, my husband, my reborns, and sand, the beach. Number 6, what do you look for in a friend? I look for honesty, caringness, somebody being caring, and laughter. If you can make me laugh and you can be silly and go with it, I love it completely. I love it. I love to just sit and laugh. And I have a really good bestie and she knows who she is. And we talk daily and sometimes we have some of the best laughs. And she has no idea how much she means to me and how much she has made this last year and a half be so much better. So much better. It's different. I don't know how to explain it. I thank you and I thank God for you. That's all I'm going to say. I love you. What was your favorite childhood movie? Okay, y'all gonna be like, oh, you were a kid. Okay. Dirty Dancing and Grease were some of my favorite movies, to the point where I ruined the movies, me and my sister did. And Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, we watched them on VHS so much that my parents had to go and get more VHS movies of it, because my sister and I watched it so many times. And what is so funny is we weren't really allowed to watch a lot of TV, but my sister and I we would watch our movies at night, and we would watch that movie over and over and over and over and over and over. Especially if we went to our grannies. If we went to our grandmother's, oh my goodness, we had our own room, and we had like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. We had all those movies on VHS in our room. But The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast were the ones that we watched over and over and over. And then we would watch Land Before Time, you know, and it had Littlefoot and Ducky, you know, the little dinosaur went, yep, yep, yep. We loved that one when we were little. But those are some of the movies I liked when I was little. Describe my personality. Well, I have highs and lows. My personality is, I like to laugh. I'm goofy. I have a really goofy sense of humor. I'm very blunt. Sometimes I'm too honest, and my bluntness gets me in trouble, because it's like I don't have a filter on my mouth. And sometimes I speak my opinion, or I put my opinion out there when it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't want to hear what I have to say. I mean, but I don't know. I'm just quirky, happy, opinionated. And I love everybody. When I say you're my friend, you're my friend. You know, that's how I am. And if I say I pray for you, I will pray for you. If I say that I care for you, I care for you. And that's how I am. I'm that way with everybody. So sometimes I'm a little too caring and too trusting. All right, number 9. Do you love to show your face on YouTube? No, I don't. Sorry, I had to get a sip of my tea. No. Maybe 6-7 years ago I would have, because then I was more into my hair and makeup and things like that. But the older I have gotten, makeup and hair just doesn't matter to me anymore, if you know what I mean. But in the same sense, I don't like people to see me without it. I know that sounds crazy and like an oxymoron, but it is. So no, I don't like to be on camera at all. I like to see all you fine people on camera, but not myself. Number 10. 3 fun things I like to do. Of course I like to reborn, and I just started doing that. May will make a year. But I also like to play games, like card games and things like that with my kids and my husband. I really like to do that. It's fun things I like to do. And truth be told, I like to get in the truck with my husband and ride the dirt roads while he looks, you know, because my husband's a big hunter. He's a big time hunter. And he's always like going to the hunting land and checking out places and looking for scrapes and, you know, just looking at the vegetation and things like that, and how much traffic, because he knows how to, for some reason, he knows how to tell, you know, all right, this has a lot of traction here or whatever, you know. But I enjoy that. It's really fun for me. And I don't think he realizes it's fun for me. So, but I say spending time with my husband, playing board games, reborning. And what's another fun thing I like? I sound so dorky right now. I like to shop. I really love to shop. And not for myself. I like to shop for everybody else. So But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tag, enjoyed my answers. I know I kind of tended to go off a little bit, but I hope that, you know, you got the thing. I'm going to take her video and put it in the description bar below. So you guys go check it out and you guys do it. And go show her support. Go and subscribe to her channel because, you know, everybody knows Miss Linda, My Sweet Cupcake, and she's got beautiful babies, of course. She's got Miss Jasmine, and she's got Noah, and she's got Charlie, and she's got Bella, and she's got Haley, and her newest one, Levi. Lord forgive me, Linda, I cannot remember his name. Is his name like Brady? Brady or Brody? Something like that. Anyways, y'all just go check her out. Check out her babies. Give her a thumbs up. Yeah. So, here's Miss Brayley. And she's just laying here snoozing on the boppy. And we're going to go and do some more painting on a custom baby that I'm working on. I just wanted to take a minute and do this tag to show my support for our fellow community. Alright guys, you have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Bye.